On this episode of UTR, we take a pure Michigan road trip with the one and only Dave Lorenz. We'll fish for some fun in Muskegon, brew some beans with the Beatles in Bay City, we'll even do some high-caliber karting in Okemos, and eat at Detroit's Yum Village. Get ready to explore the cool people, places, and things that make pure Michigan a great place for everything.
14 clubs. That's what they tell us a legal golf bag can hold. And while that leaves a little room for balls and tees, it doesn't leave room for much else. There's no room left for deadlines or conference calls, not a single pocket to hold the stress of the day or the to-do list of tomorrow. Only 14 clubs. Pick out the right one and drive it right down the middle of pure Michigan. Your golf trip begins at michigan.org.
The Michigan Economic Development Corporation is dedicated to enabling economic prosperity. The MEDC markets Michigan with a focus on growing businesses and building resilient communities in our state.
A visit to the Stahl's Auto Collection will take you back to a time when cars were more than just a way to get around. A fantastic assortment of gas pumps, neon signs, and automated music machines dating back 150 years that must be seen and heard. Info at stahlsauto.com.
I've been around the world, but there's one place I keep coming back to. And the more I explore, the more I realize it's the place to be. I'm Tom Dalton, and this is Under the Radar, Michigan.
Are you ready for fun and adventure? Are you ready to watch a couple of guys wander Michigan like Kane and Kung Fu? Well, hold on, because what you're about to see is real. The names haven't been changed because we want to blame these two guys for everything. Now, what do you get when you take two men on a Michigan mission, pack their bags, and throw them in the car?
You get a pure Michigan road trip, Tom.
That's right, Dave. Ready to explore this great state?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Come on. Where'd you park the car?
You drove last, actually.
Yeah, but I gave you the keys.
Did you?
Yeah, press the little button thing.
Okay.
That's right. This Michigan-loving, moderately dynamic duo have teamed up to bring you more of what makes our state so sensational. So fasten your sofa safety belt and get ready to ride along with two guys who know Michigan like the back of their hands. Let's just hope they keep their hands on the wheel. But yes, yet another Under the Radar Pure Michigan road trip with Dave Lorenz, Tom Dalton, and Jim Edelman, who's in the back seat. You can't see him. There he is.
Try not to hit the brakes right behind you. It does cause others to hit the brakes right behind you.
You've still got low tire pressure.
Yeah.
And check engine light. It says no key detected.
Yes. Is it going? There. Red light's on.
I put so much hairspray in my hair. My red light's on. And there's a green light there, which means go. Look, we are missing this beautiful town.
Dave's box is not on.
Because you guys are working. Hello, America. Welcome to Jim's Rear End.
How's my hair?
Great.
Okay. It's a cloudy day in old Thumbtown.
Off my phone.
Yeah. Hey, Siri. I mean, call Jim Edelman. Well, enough of these freeway frivolities. It's time to start fishing for some great ways to have fun. And as always, we caught some big ones with Captain Kyle Buck at Great Lakes Charter Service in Muskegon. And once on board, we let the Pure Michigan Games begin. Yep, now it's you and Steve. Mano y mano. Oh, yeah. Dave's making some strange sounds. He's starting to worry me.
It's like, ouch. Oh, I'm sure he's getting tired.
I'm exhausted.
He is strong.
And right now Steve's going, this guy's not very strong.
This is a workout. Zumba that.
This beats hot Pilates. Whatever they are. Isn't that a dessert? Is he getting close?
Not at all.
That reel's like a quarter full. It's got it all the way full up the line.
Oh my gosh.
It had to be the longest line.
Yeah, it was the longest line. That's really like with customers. That's the longest one we put out there.
You want me to take it for a while?
Oh, yeah. Got to keep the tension on it. You ready?
Well, where do you
Just kind of get your hip.
All right.
Oh my God.
Lift them with both hands.
Guys do this all day?
right there? You can feel him going back and forth. He's just like,
You're good at this. Look at this. You've got the technique. I've got to watch this.
oh, no.
You're better at leaning back than I am.
Oh, holy cow, is he fighting right
Yeah,
now?
I know.
There, no, hold.
You can really feel it.
And then he'll stop.
Yeah.
I am?
Yeah, you got it right. You got a better technique than I do.
Yeah, you
You
got
hear
it.
that? I did most of the hard work.
Well, because you are Dave Lorenz right now. Holy cow. Okay, hold on. There, he stopped. Here, you want to take it back?
Yep. Whenever you're ready.
Hit it.
Oh my God.
Man,
I mean, now that I've seen Tom, because Tom knows what he's doing.
between the two of us, Dave, we'll get him.
Did
Was
I
that
just
him?
see Look at the size of that thing.
Steve, meet Dave. Dave, Steve.
Oh man.
We don't want to catch any more fish. That's good.
No.
Look at him, he's going to the left. His left.
Wow, look at that size of that fish. Oh yeah.
Whoa!
All right.
I'm right here for you, Dave. I'm right here for you. I'm right
Look
here
at the
for you,
size
Dave.
of that thing.
Oh my! Oh my God!
That's a monster. Oh my God. Oh man.
We did it.
We're fisherman.
Sorry, Steve. Whew. That's enough for. Is that a single serving?
All I know is he's looking at me. And
What do you think that thing weighs?
chomping away. Oh, that's all at 20.
20 pounds! That beats the biggest thing I ever caught was 14-pounder. That's amazing. Woo.
Well, as you can see, we did what is always traditional on UTR. We had a blast, made some new friends, and of course, named something Steve. So if you're looking for something to float your fun boat, look up Great Lakes Charter Service in Muskegon. And who knows, you just might catch a fish bigger than mine. Because Dave Lorenz sure keeps reminding me that he did. Oh boy. Now, for the next part of our pure Michigan road trip, we bounced over to Bay City for a place called Beetles and Beans Coffee Emporium, where the beverages they serve are as stimulating as the surroundings in which you sit. Yep, Brad and Peggy Wilderman created something so special that we had to sit down with Brad for a cup of joe and some bona fide Beatles banter. Now, if you're a Beatles fan, Dave and I have found an eye candy store in Bay City that also happens to serve really good coffee that you absolutely have to come to, right, Dave?
It is. It's called Beetles and Beans Coffee Emporium in Bay City, Michigan, and it is beautiful. It truly is. We're here with Brad. Brad, how did you come up with this idea? Wow.
Wow, what a great idea, huh? I don't know, it started at about 2001 or 2, 3 or so. I decided after being the biggest karaoke DJ spot in Bay City where people would come and sing and dance and have fun, I decided to change it up a little bit. It started out with just a Beatles poster. And I said, you know what? That looks pretty good. I like that. And next thing you know, another poster moves in. I said, you know, I like the way that looks too. And I've always been a fan of the Beatles. Always been a fan of the Beatles.
Yeah, well, to walk in this place, it's like you're walking into a Beatles dream.
Oh, it is.
The pictures on the internet don't do it justice.
Yeah, it really doesn't. There's all kinds of videos and pictures out there, and people have constantly got their cameras and cell phones going in here, but it doesn't do it any justice until you come in and see it three-dimensional. It's really, be able to touch people's lives when they walk in the door is just incredible. All ages.
Yeah. Oh,
From
my God.
this to the people that grew up with the Beatles.
Yeah, my mom, when we were little, my mom went out and bought us all Beatle wigs and little Beatle boots. We took tennis rackets and we put on Beatles shows for my mom.
Oh, that's cool.
And I see so many things here, posters that I had, toys that I had.
Yeah, you bet.
Where did you find this much stuff.
Well, this is truly a treasure in the hunt for sure, and it's from all over the world, this stuff. I'm involved with a lot of online auctioning, and I'm always looking. People think Beetles and Beans has everything there is Beatles. It's so far from the truth. There's so much cool stuff out there. But then when I get it, it's like, people say, man, what's your favorite piece in here? There's so many cool pieces. I'll tell you what it is. It's the piece when I get it in my hand for the first time and go, whoa, that is cool. And then it gets put up into play or put away, and it's on to the next piece. I don't have a favorite.
Yeah, I don't know how you could. Well, Brad, inquiring minds will want to know, you sell coffee, but do you sell your memorabilia as well?
I do have a retail section over here that I sell all kinds of Beatles mementos and treasures and unique items. The stuff on display is generally not for sale.
Right. But we should also mention he has really good coffee here too, which is why a lot of people come here is for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
But I can't think of a more mystical, magical, wonderful place to sit down, enjoy a cup of coffee, and
that's cool.
So we all have great
cool.
memories, great
Yeah, you
stories.
bet.
So
You bet. Even the little ones that come in, they think they know who the Beatles are and they love them and they're buying the pins and the watches and all that. But wait till they get older and really, see how timeless this is.
What is your one sentence description of this place?
A one-sentence description of this place would probably be the biggest musical, magical, specialty beverage spectacle anywhere to be found across the universe.
it's like a magical mystery coffee tour.
Thank you. It certainly is. Pow. Wow. Of course it is.
I think it's time to come together here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Totally. How many more Beatle puns can we do?
There are a lot of them here.
Seriously, you've got to come see this place. When you walk in, the word "wow" doesn't even do it. You'll need your wow
Tom.
counter.
Yeah.
Wow, click, 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 click.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, come tomorrow because you don't want to wait until yesterday.
Right.
Okay, never mind. Oh, that's really bad.
Hold your ham. He's a ham.
So if you get a chance, have a great cup of coffee with the Fab Four. Better make that 6. At the Beetles and Beans Coffee Emporium in Bay City. Trust me, it's a magical mystery tour down Penny Lane, so to speak. Look like fun? You bet it is. And there's plenty more where this came from, because this is your new happy place. Thousands of square feet of racing, games, entertainment, food, and drink. And it's all designed to make your brain release, whatever your brain releases when you're having this much fun. Who's the man with the grand plan?
Okay, guys, roll call.
Dave, get out of my way, Lorenz.
Jordan, Munsters. I'm not creative. Tom Dalton, we are at High Caliber Karting and Entertainment in Okemos.
Right now we're sitting on our racetrack. These are our go-karts imported from Italy, 50-mile-an-hour go-karts. These are not kiddie carts.
And they're electric.
All electric, yep. Belt drive, they are super responsive. These things are meant to be race carts. We're on one track right now. This is our strategic track. It's one of two. 80,000 square foot we're currently in. We're finishing up 25,000. That's all the beeping in the background right now. So we got indoor high-speed electric go-karts, axe throwing, rage rooms, arcade, a bar, a restaurant, throw bowling, our Nerf arena, our archery tag. I mean, the VIP rooms, the list just keeps going on. This is our fort.
And you can even get adult beverages here.
Yes, you can.
And I should mention, if you don't know what a rage room is, it's where you go and you break stuff, right?
Yeah, so you come in and we get you like a crate of glass stuff. We recycle from a local recycling center.
Yeah. Now, what mall are we in right now?
We are at the Meridian Mall in Okemos, Michigan.
The Meridian Mall in Okemos. I can't tell you how blown away that we all were when we came in here. We were expecting a little go-kart track, but there's more fun and entertainment stuff in here than you can shake your whole family at. Yeah. I mean, you should shake them, but overwhelmingly cool. And it's been here how long?
September of 2019 was when we came here.
Well, good timing. Just before COVID, and of course, look, you're still here. You made it through. Yep. And look what you put together. We need to explain. We're on one of the 2 racetracks here, and you are going through this expansion.
Yeah, yep. So the 25,000 square foot expansion, we signed that 2 weeks before COVID shut us down. But we went full steam ahead. We actually, I remember the mall and the contractors do you still want to do this project? It's like, yes, because when people are done with this, they need to reconnect. We're going to be there for it.
I just love your energy and your creativity. I mean, your whole business philosophy. You know, it's just like, as long as we're having fun, as long as we're connecting with people, as long as we're doing it right, the money will come.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just love your philosophy.
You know, I had somebody, actually one of our bartenders recently said, if you didn't do this, what would you do? And I had no answer for it, because I think, this is my retirement.
That means you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
You're a little young to be talking about retirement. I'm talking to a couple old guys here, so.
Yeah. Cut it out.
Yes. Holy cow, this looks like a blast. Now, have to point out we haven't taken the track yet, but we're about to.
Mm-hmm. We're about to, and I plan to, well, like I always do on the show, I plan to lose, but anyway. Well, I mean, with the new expansion, you're like half of this mall, aren't you?
We will be 105,000 square foot total, so we'll be probably their biggest tenant. I don't know the answer to that. Not really sure. Haven't been keeping track.
And Okemos is on your way to everywhere.
Yeah.
And you know what, Tom?
What?
I feel the need.
For speed?
I feel the need for speed.
Yeah. You're losing. Well, actually, I think I know who's going to win.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I saw his corners.
High caliber karting in Okemos was an absolute blast, and I honestly don't remember the last time I had this much fun. Heck, Dave was having so much fun, he didn't even notice his microphone audio transmitter box came out of his pocket and got dragged around the racetrack for 15 minutes. Well, at least now we know which box is Dave's. Oh boy. Woohoo! I'm beating him! Now, last but certainly not least, our Pure Michigan road trip took us to a place in Detroit that'll take you on a creative Afro-Caribbean cultural and culinary quest. It's called Yum Village. Now, Chef Godwin E. Hentuki has a vision for this place, and as far as I can see, both his taste buds and his eyesight are 20/20.
Chef, I got to tell you, your backstory is as fascinating as your food is flavorful.
What?
I mean, seriously. I mean, your dad was an engineer down here in the News Center area. Yep. You went to and graduated from Wayne State.
Yep.
And you started this place as a tech company?
It started off as a tech company. This is correct.
Okay, you take it from there because I'm confused.
So we were a food company that started off as a tech company. The whole idea was that we were going to be an Airbnb for chefs to help them find underutilized space locations and then double up as a ticket sales component to help promote those events.
Which makes perfect sense that you're at a restaurant.
My brain's going to explode. You must be really smart because I don't understand anything you just said.
Well, it is kind of interesting because you were working with the Bedrock companies, right?
Right. I was a mortgage banker. I was a loan originator. I was there for 2 years, and during that time, there was a competition where you could pitch your ideas. And so I pitched my idea, and that ultimately led to us doing pop-ups around the city, and eventually growing from pop-up to food truck, and food truck to restaurant. And
those are all gateway activities, you know.
Right to the restaurant.
That's how it started.
Well, tell us about this restaurant, because Yum Village, what do you specialize? What makes it special?
So Yum Village, no relation to Slum Village, even though I'm a big fan, specializes in Afro-Caribbean eats. And so the whole idea behind it is chef-prepared meals, Afro-Caribbean eats. The biggest thing behind it is that we want to push the diaspora and also open conversations about the culture of the food beyond us just eating it.
And what is jollof rice?
Jollof rice is the almighty one-pot style rice that I believe most rice dishes come from. Back in the 14th and 16th century, when the Portuguese were on the ports of Benin, rice kind of was introduced into that area, and then we brought that rice over here to America. When it was getting made in Africa, it was originally using barley before it was replaced with rice, and then that rice jollof combination became garlic, onion, tomato, as well as other assorted vegetables in one pot that was then cooked and then transferred over here. So when we see jambalaya, when we see gumbo, when we see the Gullah Geechee red reds or the Charleston reds, this is actually where it came from.
So how did you learn all this? You have such a great base of knowledge about the food, about the history, great stories.
So one thing, I read a ton. You got to stay researched, and much like the very first Mexican restaurants or the very first Asian restaurants and Indian restaurants that opened up here, a lot of folks just don't know anything about the food, and so 50% of our conversations are explaining what the food is before it gets ordered.
This kind of experience is so much fun. I mean, just because it's an adventure. It's not just going out to dinner and getting a burger and some fries. It's you learn something, you feel something, you connect with the community, which you do a lot of, right?
Right, yeah, we support quite a bit. We do about 50 to 100 meals to disenfranchised communities every day through partnerships with Brilliant Detroit and Federal Help Kitchens, as well as other organizations like Neighborhood Service Organization, Phoenix Center and Alternative for Girls. My mother works at NSO, Neighborhood Service Organization, so it's very important to give back. And I went to U of D Jesuit as well, where I'm a Cub for life. And one of the things that we always resonate there is men for others. And so I do my best to be that every day.
The restaurant trade is not for the faint of heart. This is a difficult trade. It's really rough. And so I was impressed that you have some retail items here as well that kind of still fit into the theme to help with the profitability, and I'm sure it helps you pay your staff better and all that.
100%. I mean, statistically, 1 in 5 makes it past 5 years, and then of that number that survives, only 60% of them make it past 3 years. And so you start to think about sustainability in restaurants and what makes you grow. And honestly, it's going to be people. You've got to be able to have a good team, invest in the team, and you've got to be able to pay out, But since we're in a transient space and that's contingent on people coming through the door, we do our best to add to those alternative revenue streams. So we've got clothing that kind of shows what the food is, like mafe is a traditional Senegalese West African stew that we sell here, as well as bath and body products and soaps and bars, fresh made juices, just things to keep us going and keep a few of our folks on salary.
That's what I love about your restaurant is it's not just about the great food, it's a cultural experience.
Absolutely.
I mean, tell me a little bit about the mural on the wall outside.
So the mural on the wall, which was done by Backpack Durden, an amazing female artist here from Detroit, is synonymous with African culture. It is the Ayo. And the Ayo, much like a lot of the different cultures, like the Greek and the Roman, they had the gods. And with our culture, we have the Orisha, which are pretty much very similar. You've got the Orisha of water, Orisha of wind, Orisha of fire. And the Ayo are essentially guardians that kind of protect the realm from the living and the dead, and then help cross over those that pass on.
You, dare I say, are one inspirational dude.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, seriously, I am so impressed with the place and you. I mean, I'm speechless. You go, take it, Dave.
A couple of underachievers with this young guy here. I feel the same way. So congratulations for what you're doing. We love it.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dave, let's eat.
Time for us to do our research.
Which we're good at. If you're looking to expand your palate to more wonderful and worldly places, and at the same time get to know some awesome Detroiters, Yum Village is a really good place to start. But I'm telling you, once you taste Chef Godwin's creations, you just might want to finish here as well. So be sure to stay tuned for more Pure Michigan road trips with me and Dave, because after all, Michigan is the greatest place in the world to live, work, and play. Right, Dave?
Found it!
Bonus.
How'd you like to know more about all the great places we visit on the show? It's simple. Just go to our website. You can watch old episodes, use our visitor information guide, tell us where you want us to go next, jump to our Facebook page, and even buy a hat like mine. So just go to utrmichigan.com. That's utrmichigan.com. Nice beach, huh? It's in Michigan.
14 clubs. That's what they tell us a legal golf bag can hold. And while that leaves a little room for balls and tees, it doesn't leave room for much else. There's no room left for deadlines or conference calls, not a single pocket to hold the stress of the day or the to-do list of tomorrow. Only 14 clubs, Pick out the right one and drive it right down the middle of pure Michigan. Your golf trip begins at Michigan.org.
The Michigan Economic Development Corporation is dedicated to enabling economic prosperity. The MEDC markets Michigan with a focus on growing businesses and building resilient communities in our state.
A visit to the Stalls Auto Collection will take you back to a time when cars were more than just a way to get around. A fantastic assortment of gas pumps, neon signs, and automated music machines dating back 150 years that must be seen and heard. Info at stallsauto.com.